Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker for today, Dr. Syed Afa Hussain. With over 25 years of experience in project management, business analysis, and training, Dr. Syed is globally recognized expert in his field. He holds multiple certifications, including PMP, PMI-PBA, and ITIL-4, and has trained over 25,000 professionals worldwide. His expertise spans across industries like IT, construction, oil, oil and gas sector, healthcare, and more, working with top Fortune 100 companies such as Microsoft, Amazon, Boeing, and IBM. Today, he is here to share his invaluable insights on project management and how it can propel your career forward. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Syed Afa Hussain. Welcome, sir. Sir, you are on mute, I think.
Okay, now I saw the output. Are you able to hear now? Okay, great. Uh, it was not able like this now. I'm just sharing my screen. Are you able to see the screen? Okay, great. Thank you very much. Warm welcome. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to spend evening with you all. Thanks for we launch you for organizing this webinar and giving an opportunity to spend some time with you all. Thanks for the introduction. And on behalf of Arians, I welcome you all. So this is a completely informal, interactive session. And once I run through this presentation, you can ask me any question, and that's how we go ahead. So the topic of today's webinar is project management you cannot ignore. So let's see how many of you believe into this. Let me know how many of put it in the chat. How many of you believe that project management cannot be ignored? Please put in the chat. Let us be interactive. So Imran says, I do believe. Rupak says, wonderful. Good. How about others? It's vital. Lifeline. Naim says, vital. Great. So during this presentation, I'll also be sharing and demystifying about project management. And as you keep on putting in the chat, my way of definition of a project is nothing but a work. And we all work. The moment you replace the word project with work, the whole project management becomes easy. It is not a rocket science, and we all do work. So that's a simple definition of project. And managing this work in the best possible way with tools and techniques, globally accepted standards is what project management is. So the agenda for today's webinar is what is project management, and what is project management standards. I'm sure most of you might have heard about PMBOK guide, PMP, all these jargons, what are they? And project management principles, what are they? And what are the processes? Some of you might be thinking principles is a new thing that we have seen. And what are the development approaches, and how these global project management certifications add value, and what is the demand, and how you can upskill and develop the project management acumen. And I will run through few award-winning projects and the videos from the PMI, Project Management Institute. So when we talk about knowledge, process, standards, a lot of things come our mind. Most of you are aware about these, like ISO, very common, or PMI, Project Management Institute, or some of those who have joined from Europe, they might be aware about Prince2 or strategy maps, those who are into leadership, or IREB standards. So there are few standards that we as Arians deal with. And Arians is into project management and business analysis, training, consulting, process improvement, coming up with the process maturity models, establishing PMOs, Center of Excellence, etc., which I'll be telling later on. So now let's look into the definition of a project. So a project is a temporary endeavor. We call it temporary endeavor because it is a temporary effort, but the result is permanent. We call it as a temporary endeavor because every work should have a start and finish. This start and finish work is known as project, and when you finish the work, you create a unique product, service, or a result. Of a product is a villa or software. Example of a service is your implementation, consulting, and result is bringing a change in an organization is a result. So replace the word project with work, and any work where you put a temporary effort. Why we call it temporary? Because it should have a definitive start and definitive end. Any work that is not definitive end, we call it as an operations, continuous, repetitive. So this is the definition of a project. And today, the world is changing. I'm sure you all will agree with me. And PMI has coined a word called project economy. Now, economy is gone. Project economy is in. When we see around us, what all we do is directly or indirectly related to the projects. So today the word is project economy. And what is project management? Some of you might be from MBA,